The RMC Hockey team completed their 3-game homestand this weekend with a 4-1 loss to the Toronto Blues and a 3-2 loss to the Ryerson Rams. We talked to forward Scott Domenico about the weekend's games.
Absolutely. Toronto came out strong in the first period. I mean, we matched their potential. They're a good team. They brought some good players also. We brought some good potential. And I believe our biggest weakness was in the second period. We sort of slipped and kind of stooped down to a lower level where we felt a little comfortable with the tie game going into the second period against Toronto, and it was a little bit downhill from there. But I believe next time we'll have if we fix our mistakes, we should have a good chance of winning. And against Ryerson, we played to the best of our ability, and in my opinion, we definitely should have had the game. I mean, we outplayed them most of the first, second, and third. Obviously, a couple bad bounces went for them, and a couple good bounces went for us. And first they scored, second we scored, same in the second they scored, we scored. And unfortunately, in my opinion, it was a brutal call by the referee out to them at a simple hit, in my opinion, but of course. Refs just didn't believe in their opinion, and I think about 10-15 seconds into the power play they scored. So, you know, that's the way the game goes. But then we also had a good chance at the end there, and we could bang it in at the end. But again, next we know how they play. We know the best of our ability how we play. So I think that's going to help us in the upcoming games.
The RMC rugby team suffered a 59-8 loss to the Guelph Griffins on the road. Matthew Hammond had a try, and Sam Hogg scored on a penalty kick. The RMC men's volleyball team had their home tournament this weekend, the RMC Invitational. The men's team went 2-2 with wins over McGill and Nipissing, but losses to the Memorial Seahawks and the Windsor Lancers. We talked to head coach Steve Leknois about what he thought of his team during the tournament.
I'm pretty happy. It's a process as always, and right now we're taking steps forward. I think we could have easily been 3-1 if we would have had a faster start against Memorial on Friday night. But again, it's encouraging to see them winning, and you can see the confidence going upward.
The RMC men's soccer team had a pretty decent road trip up north, with a 1-1 tie to the Laurentian Voyageurs and a 3-1 loss to the Nipissing Lakers. They gained a point in the OUA East standings. The RMC women's soccer team looked to seal a playoff spot this weekend, but only gained a point. They lost 5-0 to the Laurentian Voyageurs and a 3-3 tie to the Nipissing Lakers. We talked to head coach Chad Beaulieu about it.
Saturday game against Laurentian was not a good performance. We made some uncharacteristic individual errors all over the field, and they certainly played very, very well, Laurentian, and they capitalized on the miscues that we had. It seemed like every time we made a simple mistake, they capitalized on it. But I'll give the players full credit for Sunday. They came back and had a better performance on the Sunday. Getting ahead early, but then going behind a goal on two different occasions, but fighting back to get a late tying goal for 3-3.